The Spanish Civil War from 1936 to 1939 was a bloody conflict that tore Spain apart. It pitted the left-wing Republican government against a group of right-wing generals, led by Francisco Franco. Franco had risen through the ranks of the Spanish military, gaining a reputation for his ruthlessness. When the Republic was declared in 1931, Franco remained loyal to the monarchy. He saw the Republic as a threat to traditional Spanish values and order. In July 1936, Franco launched a coup against the Republican government. The coup failed to take control of the entire country, plunging Spain into civil war. Franco, with the support of Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, gradually gained the upper hand. The war was marked by incredible brutality on both sides. Franco's nationalists emerged victorious in 1939. The victory ushered in a dark period for Spain. Franco, now a dictator, established a regime that would last for nearly 4 decades. His regime was characterized by repression, censorship, and a suppression of political opposition. The Spanish Civil War left deep scars on Spanish society, scars that would take generations to heal. Franco's regime was built on a foundation of authoritarianism. He abolished the Republic and outlawed all other political parties, establishing a one-party state under the Falange. The military, a key instrument of Franco's power, was used to crush dissent and maintain order. Franco's regime was deeply influenced by the Catholic Church, which had supported his uprising. The Church enjoyed significant privileges and influence during Franco's rule. Economically, Franco's early years were marked by autarky, a policy of self-sufficiency. This policy resulted in economic stagnation and hardship for many Spaniards. Later, in the 1950s and 60s, Franco's regime embraced a more market-oriented approach, leading to some economic growth. However, this growth came at the cost of social inequality and was often fueled by tourism and foreign investment. Life under Franco's regime was one of limited freedoms and opportunities. Censorship was widespread, stifling intellectual and artistic expression. The use of regional languages, such as Catalan and Basque, was suppressed in an attempt to promote a unified Spanish identity. Those who dared to oppose Franco's regime faced imprisonment, torture, or even death. Thousands were killed or disappeared during his rule. Despite the repression, life for ordinary Spaniards gradually improved in the later decades of Franco's rule. Economic growth led to a rise in living standards for some, and consumer goods became more available. However, this prosperity was not evenly distributed, and many Spaniards continued to live in poverty. Franco's regime remained deeply unpopular among large segments of the population who yearned for freedom and democracy. Section 4. Franco's Spain and the World, a pawn in the Cold War. The international context of the Cold War played a significant role in shaping Franco's Spain. Initially isolated after World War II due to his ties to Hitler and Mussolini, Franco was able to leverage the West's fear of communism to gain acceptance and support. The United States, eager to secure allies in its fight against the Soviet Union, overlooked Franco's authoritarianism and provided Spain with economic and military aid. This alliance, while beneficial to Franco, came at a price. Spain became increasingly integrated into the Western Bloc, and Franco's regime was seen by many as a relic of the Cold War. Despite this alliance, Franco maintained a degree of independence in his foreign policy, refusing to join NATO and maintaining relations with some communist countries. Section 5. The End of an Era, Franco's Death and the Transition to Democracy. In 1975, after nearly 4 decades in power, Francisco Franco died. His death marked the beginning of a new era for Spain. Franco had designated Juan Carlos I, the grandson of the former king, as his successor. Juan Carlos, to the surprise of many, guided Spain through a peaceful transition to democracy. The transition was not without its challenges. There were attempts by hardline François to cling to power, and Spain faced economic difficulties. However, the Spanish people, with remarkable resilience and a desire for reconciliation, embraced democracy. A new constitution was approved in 1978, guaranteeing fundamental rights and freedoms. Spain's successful transition from dictatorship to democracy stands as a testament to the power of peaceful change and the enduring human spirit.